Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to my April Spring Live show. If you're in California, the weather here has been a little more like summer, but it is technically spring. Let me know if you can hear me and see me and everything. And yeah, I'm so excited to be here. I am live on both Instagram and YouTube. Hi, Katie. I see you here. Yay. I think I see Danica too, who is calling in from the ocean. So I hope she can see me too. And for any of those who don't know, I am Kelly Morgan of Kelly Morgan Jewelry. I started creating jewelry 21 years ago, and I learned in Florence, Italy, with a master goldsmith there, and then concluded my apprenticeship with a Cherokee shaman and silversmith in rural Montana. So I had two very disparate trainings, which results in my very unique style of jewelry, which is kind of a blend of cameos, Art Nouveau, and storytelling. Oh, someone who's here in Spanish. Hola, gracias. I used to speak pretty good Spanish until I studied abroad in Italy and for my metalsmithing, and now they're very intertwined for me. Oh, Ajit is here too. Yay! Hello, Ajit. Welcome, welcome. Christian, does everything look good? Sound okay? Great. Well, then, without further ado, I hand make everything myself using traditional jewelry methods that the ancient Florentine jewelers of Italy would have used. I just have a hammer, a saw, and a torch. And everything is handmade from 18 karat and 22 karat gold and sterling silver. And every piece has a story behind it. So tonight I'm going to be walking you through about 30 pieces, many of which are brand new, debuting for this show, sort of my spring collection. And a lot of those I have some show special exclusive prices on, which I will tell you about. Yep, and you can buy live simply by commenting sold in the comments, and then you can claim that piece. So let me go ahead. I'm just going to check both my streams. Okay, wonderful. Concurrent viewers. Okay, perfect. I can now that I'm on Instagram and YouTube, I sometimes have to just check the double streams. So if you hear me respond to a comment that you don't see, that's why, because we have both Instagram and YouTube going at the same time. So all right, so I'm going to run us through our three trays tonight with all of the designs, and I'll probably run them through a few times just to so people can sort of, as they join, they can see like the full 30 pieces, and then I'll go over them one at a time. So starting off, we have tray one. We have my California poppies, the celestial sky window, the midnight owl, the star unicorn, the heraldic unicorn, the twilight moth, the little songbird, the nightingale, Ophelia from Shakespeare's Hamlet, and the fire horse for our Lunar New Year of 2026. And then tray two, we have Pele, the goddess of Hawaii, the astronomy dragon, the book lover, Beauty and the Beast, the masterpiece Celine, the Luna moth, Tinuvial, the queen of the elves, Luna, the goddess of the cosmos, Lady Liberty, and the Bluebell Fairy. And then on tray three, we have Calliope the Muse, the Rabbit, the Flower Fairy, the Princess and the Frog, Freya, the Queen of the Valkyries, the Mirror Swans, the Queen of Hearts, the Crowned Cat, Kuan Yin, the goddess of mercy and compassion, and finally the mermaid. So those are our 30 pieces that we have tonight. So, oh, hi, Happy Camper. It's good to see you. I'm glad you could make it. Oh, and Mary Dolan is here. Hello, Mary. I made a new version of the poppies because I found you got the last one last time, and I found one more piece of poppy jasper. So, in fact, I will get started with that one. This was a piece that I had for last show that people really loved. And oh, and yay, Eleanor's here. Hello. I think your mom liked this one, Eleanor, the California poppies. I remade it in a circle because I had one more circle of poppy jasper. This is actually from Morgan Hill, which is about 30 minutes from where I live. It is Morgan Hill poppy jasper, which I thought was perfect for our California poppies. These ones symbolize the joy and enthusiasm of California. They are all about love and excitement and just the real the way that California sort of leads, in my opinion, all the other states in its open heartedness and love for everyone. So these are our new California poppies. They are slightly breaking the frame here with a little bit of like arts and crafts styling, and on the garnet chain as well. I will try them on. So, oh, I guess I'm wearing the owl already, but we're not yet there. So I'll put our owl back on his tray and try on our poppies. Let me put this one on so you can see. I don't do circle designs too much anymore, but I thought this one looked really nice. And I will play their video so you can see them out in the sun. I always like to show them in natural light as well as indoor light because they some of the stones really like have a gorgeous color out in the sun. So I always like to include both. So you can see that beautiful poppy jasper. It really looks like actual flowers on the stone itself. This one, I do have a show special. This one would normally be 2,600, but tonight I'm going to do a show special of 2,400 with layaway at 480. And then hopefully Christian will be putting in the chat the pricing so people can see or scroll back if they need to. And what was that, love? You said yes. He said yes. Great. And if at any point you have any questions, please pop them in the chat. Let us know. Christian will answer them or I will see them and answer them. And yes, I will have lots of show specials over the night. And if as soon as I say the price of something, it is fair game. So you can just say sold and then ideally the name of the piece. So I know which one you're talking about. So that was our California poppies first up. And then next up, I have another new design that people were very excited about. This one actually went viral on Instagram and got me a few hundred new followers because people really loved it. It is called the Celestial Window. And of course, I put it on Labradorite since it really feels like such an amazing, like twilight evening stone, like the moon and the stars are shining above it. We have our little moon, our big stars on the side, and then our evening clouds gently wafting through the sky. This piece is about the infinite cosmos and how we all have a place in the world, that we're all made of stardust originally, and someday to stardust we shall return. So I really love this sort of mystical fantasy of this piece. It's very different from my usual style. I broke the frame in a lot of places. This one is, fair warning, it is a little bit spiky on the ends. So I don't think it's not a problem when you wear it. You're not really going to feel it. But if you like grab it suddenly, it is a little bit sharp because of some of the angles. But yeah, this one is a really unusual design. And I had someone order it I did adopt a design and she ordered it. And I just loved it so much. I was like, okay, I absolutely have to do this. She did hers in sort of like dawn colors, but people had requested a twilight color. So I thought I had to do a Labradorite version. This one, we do have a show special. The Celestial Window would normally be 2,500, but tonight we have a show special for 2,300. And the layaway for this one is 460 a month. Yeah, I thought you might like this one, Eleanor. I really love it too. Let me play the movie. Here it is on the outside. Oh, we have a sold Celestial Window. That was fast with the delay. So, oh, David, yay. Oh my gosh. I think Peggy is going to really love this one. It is super unique. Let me zoom in so you can see. And absolutely gorgeous. So I think she's really going to love it. And then, okay, I had a question from Katie. So, yay. Thank you so much, David. I'm going to send you to kellymorgan.com/thank you. And then you can just fill out just your name, your shipping, and whether you want layaway or pay in full. And then I will get to your invoice tonight. So, yay! Round of applause. Our first art patron of the night. I thought this one might go pretty fast. So, I'm glad it's going to a good home. And Katie is asking, I missed the explanation. Yes. So, you're claiming in the comments with the price. Basically, once I say the price of the piece, then it is fair game. And anyone can say, like, sold celestial window in the comments. That is how that works. Then I send them to their little form that they fill out. And get you the invoice by the end of the night. So easy peasy. And yes, feel free to ask me questions about anything. Okay, wonderful. Just check. Okay. Yes, so that was our celestial window. Oh, I'm going to move on to our other new pieces. Let's see. Okay, I think the Midnight Owl was next, and then we have our two unicorns, which were really fun to make. So, okay, next up we have our Midnight Owl. You guys know I love doing my animals. And this one, I found this amazing stone. This is called Leland or Lalande. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Blue jasper. But you can see how cool this is. It's like got these like sort of twilight midnight tones. It almost looks like a what are those, like slow motion photography or time lapse photography. There's even like little tiny stars in the night sky. It was such a beautiful piece. I was like, okay, I want to do like a sort of a nighttime bird piece, and the design just sort of fit the stone, which sometimes happens. And you can see here that I've actually engraved the little feathers on his wings. And then he has a little midnight star at the very bottom there. And owls always symbolize inner wisdom and knowledge because of their association with Athena, the goddess of wisdom. And in some cultures, they are known as bringers of good fortune. So I really love this as a more majestic sort of midnight owl piece. He's beaded on blue tourmaline, which are a new type of bead that I just found recently. And I really love them because they are gradiated. And you guys know that I love anything ombre or gradiated. And you can see these are really like striking color shift. So there's our owl on the smaller side. And let me see where the video is of our owl in the sun, midnight owl. There he is out in the sun with that beautiful Lalande blue jasper, swooping through the night and reminding us to always listen to our own inner voice of wisdom. Yeah, isn't that such a cool stone on the back? It's just really unique. So here it is on. I do have a show special. I have a couple really good show specials tonight, you guys. Some are for the new pieces and some are for some pieces that like haven't sold. So yeah, get ready for some pretty good show specials. So the Midnight Owl is one of those. It's normally $1,500. But it is $1,200 tonight, and the layaway is $400. So this one is a really good show special, and it does include the blue tourmaline chain. So, oh, you love the night sky stone. Me too. Oh, Danica, owl sold. We've got someone has swooped in for the owl. She is commenting on both platforms. Thank you. I can see it. Yay. Congratulations to Danica and her beautiful midnight owl piece. I thought this one might be a popular one. I think this was the stone that you wanted on the Twilight cat that got away. So I had one more piece that I made for the owl. So I'm so glad it will go to a loving home. And if you can please go to kellymorgan.com/thank you and fill out the invoice. Then Christian will get back to you and we'll send you out an invoice by the end of the night. So yay. All right, I will put our midnight owl aside and we will move into our unicorns. You guys know, if you've been following me for a long time, that I love unicorns. And I'm always making more of them because I can't stop myself. So these two I'll show you each in turn. We have the star unicorn. This one again, I've etched the fur of the unicorn, so he has this beautiful texture. A hand twisted horn that I actually twisted myself from 24 karat gold, and then a little star at the top, and this gorgeous ocean jasper, which is a really unique stone. It's got so much color on the back, but then it's almost ombre on the front. Like it's more red on the front, and then it kind of gradiates, almost like the unicorn's horn is like bringing in the dawn. So I thought this was a really gorgeous stone. And this one, my smaller one, is I think the smallest piece of tonight, a very, very tiny heraldic unicorn. This one I'm calling the heraldic unicorn because it kind of harkens back to the British flag and how that unicorn would appear in like the medieval tapestries. I was fortunate enough to see a lady in unicorn tapestry in oh gosh, it was the Gardner Museum in New York, I think it was called. But oh, they're so stunning in person. This one also has the etched fur, and a beautiful, this is a crazy lace agate with very light colors, which I thought was really perfect, like sort of, pale unicorn, like he's shining in a glade, with those gorgeous light colors. And I will put both of them on so you can see. Someone is asking resin work pendants. So these are all from sterling silver and 18 karat gold. And I actually hand saw the sheet metal and then I set stones behind them. So I don't use resin. I do use precious materials. But yeah, a lot of people seeing these for the first time are like, how is that even made? A lot of layers and a lot of time. And of course, unicorns to me symbolize the joy, the innocence in life, remembering that part of us that has childlike wonder. I always just think they're such wonderful symbols of hope against the darkness. And that's actually one of my themes tonight. There's a lot of hope against the darkness, which I think we could all use. So that was our first unicorn. That was the star unicorn. And then I have the heraldic unicorn also in the sunlight here, just so you can really get a feel for what that crazy lace agate looks like out in the natural light. It's really, really beautiful, really almost like pearlescent, I guess I would say. And these two do have different prices. I do have show specials for both of them. And I will hold this. This one is so tiny. It's so wee. So if you love my little tiny pendants, this is a really special one. So our star unicorn is normally $2,200, and then we're doing a show special for $1,990 with the layaway being $498 a month. And then the heraldic unicorn, since it's very wee, is normally $1,600, but tonight will be $1,400 with layaway at $467. For our little wee heraldic unicorn. And those both do come with the chains. This one is rose tourmaline, and then our little wee heraldic unicorn is a very sparkly labradorite set. So, oh, star unicorn sold. Yay! Danica, I know you wanted that unicorn. So I think you will die over this stone. It is really, really cool. And I don't think you have one quite like it. So yay! Round of applause to our patron of the arts, Danica, and Ajit, who's also here, but I forget because he is not the one on the on the name. So yay, I'm so glad. And if you can go ahead and fill out another invoice, I just try to keep them separate so I can send both invoices. So that would be great. So, oh, he said you could have both. Well, he's a wonderful guy and we love him very much. Okay. And heraldic unicorn still available. If anyone loves our little smaller pieces. And then next up we have our bird set, which I guess I'm realizing I probably could have done the owl in that set, but, I got excited and did the owl first, so that's okay. Next up, we have, I guess the moth isn't really a bird now that I think about it. We have two birds and a moth. Yes, let's do the moth first. Okay, sort of space things out here. Everything gets tangled. Okay, so next up is our moth. This one is the Twilight Moth, and it is my first moth that I have ever created. This one is on a really gorgeous, very soft African opal. And this just totally reminds me of like the twilight moment, right as the sun is setting, and you see those sort of really beautiful colors just flash across the sky. I really like it for its sort of like muted softness. And the moth symbolizes going towards the light, being the light in the darkness. Another symbol of hope. I was saying that's sort of a theme for tonight. Many of the pieces are about being that light against the darkness when, as Galadriel says, when all other lights go out. So I really love that theme. We have our moth flying up against the beautiful little lilies of the valley here that are gently cascading in sort of a giant. They're kind of coming up behind him. And then this one has these beautiful chrysocolla beads to match. I will try it on so we can oh, and maybe while I'm putting it on, I will play the video of our moth. There we go, out in the sunlight. You can see that really beautiful African opal, and how like, yeah, it's just I don't know how to describe it. It's like a very soft, like sort of beautiful muted stone. Very, very like, I don't know, feels very feminine to me. Here it is on. I actually hand cut the stone in this unique shape, which I've been doing a little more. I've been doing sort of like, I guess you would call it like maybe a diamond or, yeah, I'm not sure what you would call the shape exactly, but I've been doing a few sort of like unique shapes like that where I really sculpt the stone to create a really fun silhouette. So this is my first one in this sort of like diamond shape, which I really like. This one we do have a show special. Oh, this is another one of our really amazing show specials. I was hinting at those earlier tonight. So this one's normally $19.90, but tonight it's going to be $1,600, which I think this is going to be our best show special. And then the layaway is $400, which does include the chain. And this is a one of a kind, so I am not going to make this exact design again. So let me know in the comments if anyone has to have our Twilight moth. Otherwise, I am going to move on to our little baby birds here. So the first one, this is our littlest songbird. I guess this is my tiniest piece of the night. The heraldic unicorn is like a tiny bit larger. This is our little songbird. And the songbird symbolizes the little joys in life and reminding us that little small kindnesses can go a really long way towards accomplishing big goals. So I love that message that even the small things are important and the small joys are extremely important too. So we have our tiny little songbird. He's sitting on a branch with 3 little golden flowers around him on this really beautiful chrysocolla. This one is an agate chrysocolla, so it's very translucent. It's almost like stained glass if you were to hold him up to the light, which is really fun. And then I put him on matching chrysocolla ones. This one normally comes on a sterling silver chain, but if you want to, you can upgrade to the little gemstones. So yeah, he is so cute. He's such a little guy. It's like this might actually be my tiniest piece ever. I know I say that a lot, because I'm so bad at remembering how small they sometimes get, but this one does feel really, really small. So let me try it on so you can see. So there we are. Let me play the video of our songbird. There he is, out in the flowers, our beautiful little guy, reminding us that all the little things are important in life as well. And there's that gorgeous green gemstone chrysocolla there. And this one I also have a really nice show special for. This one is normally $1,200, but tonight he will be $9.90. Can't remember the last new design I did for $9.90, but he is really small. $9.90 with layaway at $330, and then that comes with a sterling silver chain. But if you want to upgrade to the chrysocolla chain that I'm wearing here, that's $125 if you want to add the chain. But fortunately, I do make the bales big enough so you can slip all
Katie.
sorts of chains in them. So, oh, Katie says Little Bird sold. Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. Are you the same Katie that's on Instagram too? Or are you a different Katie? We don't know. We're going to figure it out. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad. Let me change. Oh, no, I don't need to change my screen. Oh, you are. Great. You're in both places. Yeah, I will say YouTube has a slight advantage. I think it's like 2 seconds faster on YouTube. So if like hardcore tip, you guys, if you're ever like, I have to have that piece,
I
you
was
should watch.
trying.
Oh, you were trying to get them more equal.
No, I was trying to post the
Christian says,
things when you would say it, but I don't think
oh,
that's fair. So I'm actually posting the
Christian saying he's posting
the prices at the same
the
time.
prices at
So
the same
even though
time.
there's a
Okay.
delay,
Okay.
if
So
you
he's
see the
making it
price,
fair. Thank you,
even
Christian.
if you see the price, you can still get it.
That's great. Okay. Good. Good for Christian. Yay. So Songbird sold. So, Katie, if you can go to kellymorgan.com/thank you. Let me know. Your piece comes with a sterling silver chain, which I have in either 16, 18, or 20 inches. Or you can pick upgrade to a gemstone chain in the drop down menu. So just let me know which you would like.
And the upgrade is
And the upgrade is 125
okay.
for the extra. Yeah, maybe you can put that in the comments as well. So perfect. I will put that aside. Yay! I'm so glad our littlest songbird found a new home. I thought he was just such a sweet piece. I really wanted to make him. And then I have also made a larger piece. This one is my first nightingale. And we have, this is another one that I've done that really unique sort of diamond shape on. And we have a really gorgeous sunset jasper here with that beautiful gradient down into sort of the gold, up through the pink into the light purple, with a matching tourmaline necklace here. These are the beads that go very perfectly with it. And then our nightingale, of course, symbolizes the coming of the dawn after the long night of the soul. So, this is another piece where we are letting light in, we are letting hope in, and it is the light at the end of a long darkness. I really love that symbology, and I just thought it was perfect as like I'm calling this one the dawn nightingale because it just looks like it's literally breaking in the dawn, which I think is so pretty. And this stone is like really, really stunning. I knew I wanted to do some sort of dawn piece with this one. So while I'm trying it on, I will play. Let's see, where's my nightingale video? There it is, out in the sun. Oh, you like the flowers? Yeah, I love the flowers with this. I like putting flowers and birds together. I don't know why. It's a it's a propensity I have. That's really fun. So, there is our sunset out in the natural light. Here it is in the indoor light, and I do have a show special for this one. I have show specials for all of the new ones actually. The Nightingale is normally 1800, but tonight it's 1600 with layaway at 400, and then that does include our rose tourmaline beads. For our beautiful nightingale. And this one, it's not technically one of a kind, but I feel like it's going to end up being one of a kind just because I don't have another stone like this. So, oh, and we have Soul Dawn Nightingale from A Rose on the Grave. Ooh, that is a great name. My favorite song by Seal. Or no, it's probably not. Your Seal is A Rose on the Gray. So probably not a Seal reference. Probably an awesome Gothic reference. I don't know who you are because I haven't seen your YouTube name, but I'm sure I know you. So thank you so much. I'm so glad this piece is going to a good home. I really loved doing the bird ones. So I'm glad that you guys like them too. And this stone is really gorgeous. So if Rose, you can go. Oh, I'm wondering if you're oh, it's Dharma Bean. Oh, okay, great. Yay. Hi. If you can go up to kellymorgan.com/thank you and just fill out the form and let me know if you want layaway or pay in full. We will send all of the invoices out by the end of the night. Hopefully Christian will have time to send a few. He can do pay in full. I have to do the layaway at the end of the night. So we will see how many we get through before the show ends. Yay! I'm so glad our little nightingale has sold. And then we are reaching our last two new pieces. that true? Yes, that is true. We have Ophelia from Shakespeare's Hamlet and our Lunar New Year fire horse. So it is a seal reference with a twist. I love it. I was obsessed with that song as a kid. I used to listen to it like 500 times in a row and it drove my parents insane. I just it was like the first song I ever heard where I was like, oh my God, that's music. That's what music sounds like. And I still love it. Okay, next up we have Ophelia from Shakespeare's Hamlet. I love Ophelia. I always feel like she's been done dirty in a lot of interpretations. But to me, Ophelia is for anyone who is tired of the patriarchy and they are ready to completely do their own thing, cut ties with everyone, go quote unquote crazy, right? What they meant was she's breaking societal norms, and just follow their own heart. So I love her. She is floating in the river, strewn with lily pads. And in my in my sort of version, she goes into the river, floats downstream, gets out, and goes and forms a new life because fuck Hamlet. So she is for anyone who is tired of the patriarchy and ready for their own strength. She is on a gorgeous turquoise here, which I thought was perfect for the lake that she is floating in. She has matching chrysocolla beads, and all of the lilies here are 18 karat gold. And I like even hand stamped the tiny little ones with little seed dots in the center there, which was really fun. I will try her on. She's also a unique shape. I've done a few that are sort of like more unique shapes than I've done in a while. So this is my first new horizontal piece. I will play her video so you can see Ophelia. Here she is out in the beautiful flowers, floating peacefully down the beautiful river with that gorgeous turquoise in the back. So yeah, this is a new character for me and a new shape. And she does have a show special. Another, yes, as I said, we have some large show specials tonight. 2,200 is her normal price, but tonight she is 1,800, and then her layaway would be 450 a month, and she does include the chrysocolla gemstone chain there. I did a making of on her on Instagram, so if anyone is also watching on Instagram, I think you probably have to leave the live to go see it, but you can look later. I have a making of reel of how I created her. So she was a really fun one. Okay, next up we have our fire horse for the Lunar New Year of 2026. The fire horse is all about change and coming in strong, burning down what doesn't serve us anymore, and re-emerging from the flames. So our horse here is coming out of the golden fire. His golden mane and tail are swooshing in the smoke, and this stone was just perfect. It was a super gorgeous. This is a poppy jasper, but it's not a Morgan Hill poppy jasper, and it just really reminds me of like a fire with like little embers flicking up into the dark night sky. So I thought that was perfect for our fire horse. He comes with garnet beading. And he is going to be a one of a kind. I really wanted to just do one of them for the 2026 Fire Horse Energy. And this one, we do have a show special. Normally 1,500. Tonight he is 1,200. And then his layaway is 400. And let me play. Here he is out in the sun with that gorgeous stone arising out of the flames with that gorgeous stone on the back. So, sold fire horse for David. Yay. Oh yes, our resident horse lover, Peggy. I think she will love a very special 2026 fire horse Lunar New Year energy. I love it. Yay. Thank you very much to our patron of the arts, David. We get a round of applause. If you can go again to kellymorgan.com and /thank you and fill it out, that would be great. if you guys do get multiple pieces during the show, I do love if you fill out the invoice form twice, just so I have like one invoice per necklace. That helps me with my record keeping. So yay. Well, it was a fun horse night tonight. We got one fire horse, two unicorns. I you can see what happened. Basically, I went to go design a unicorn and then I ended up with a bunch of unicorns and a fire horse. So this is what happens. But perfect. I will put our fire horse aside and we are about to be ready to move on to tray 2. So I'm going to do a quick recap for anyone who joined a tiny bit late, so you can see all of the trays and you can see what we have left. Just as a very quick recap, if you are totally new, I am Kelly Morgan of Kelly Morgan Jewelry. We're doing a jewelry live show tonight where I go through 30 necklaces that I hand make and I tell you a little story about all of them. So let me show you what we've seen already. Tray 1, we still have our California poppies. Our celestial sky window has sold. Our midnight owl has sold. Our star unicorn has sold. We still have our heraldic unicorn. We still have the twilight moth. Our little songbird has sold and the nightingale has sold. And we still have Ophelia and the fire horse has sold. Tray 2, we are about to go through. We have Pele, the goddess of Hawaii, the astronomy dragon, the book lover, Beauty and the Beast, the masterpiece Selene, that's the goddess of the moon, so she's on the moon crescent there, the Luna moth, Tinuvial the elf maiden, Luna, goddess of the cosmos, Lady Liberty, and the bluebell fairy. And then we have tray 3, we have Calliope the muse, we have the rabbit talisman, the flower fairy, the princess and the frog, Freya, the Norse goddess of magic, love, and beauty, the mirror swans, the queen of hearts, the crowned cat, Kuan Yin, the goddess of mercy and compassion, and the mermaid. So we're about to go through both of those trays. So, oh yay, Katie, I'm so glad you've been like waiting for one, and it's just perfect timing. So I'm so glad. Thank you so much. I really make these for you guys, and I love when they just like perfectly resonate with someone, and I really think of them as like very much like talismans for you guys to wear when you're feeling like low or your energy is low or you're going into like a scary meeting at work or something. Like I put a lot of like love and thought into everyone and all of their little stories. So I hope that they strengthen you when you wear them. So yay, I'm so glad. Okay, next up we have Pele. Pele is the Hawaiian goddess of fire and passion, also volcanoes, of dancing. She has many different roles. So she is here with the hibiscus flower of Hawaii as the national stone. I'm thinking about the stone behind her, so I said stone instead of flower. Hibiscus is the national flower of Hawaii. That's what's in her hair. And I am really obsessed with the stone because this is a morrisonite, which if any of you guys are stone collectors, you would know that this is a super rare stone. I do have a few pieces of these I've been hanging on to, but it's like this gorgeous, like tawny gold, like very fall colors. And I paired it with smoky quartz, and then she has a little citrine at the top there. So I don't think I've ever done Pele in sort of gold colors before. I do her a lot in like greens or reds, but I was really feeling called to the gold tones this time. So a little bit unusual for me. Oh, yes, it's so interesting that like certain ones call to people and certain ones don't. That's why when people are like, I can't decide, I'm like, go with the one that your gut instinct just like was like that one that you laser focused on, because they really do speak to you. And yeah, I would never have thought the nightingale either, but like it's what speaks to you. So, so here's Pele on. She is one of my rare rectangle shapes, and I do have her, let's see, her movie. Here she is out in the light. So yeah, she is a fiery goddess. She is great if you are looking for a little more passion, a little more excitement and purpose in life. She is a wonderful one for that, with the beautiful morrisonite jasper on the back. She is priced at $1,400, and then her layaway would be $467 for Pele. So that is her price, which Christian will put in the chat. Oh, you got emotional when you talk. Yes, I really resonate with that story of like the hope and the light coming after the long night, because I think a lot of us are in that situation now. So sometimes you just need a little external reminder of like, it's coming. Hope is coming. Hope is on the way. And also that you can be the light and the darkness to other people too. So um that's a weird symbol I keep getting in my feed, Christian. It's like a Chinese character with like A. I don't know what that is. You just wrote it. It says character first, 1400.
Oh.
Did you mean to write Pele?
Oh.
Do you see what it...
Yeah, but if you click, when I put my thing over it,
when you put your thing over it, I don't know what that means.
Changes, if I put my mouse over it,
put your mouse over it.
Pele.
Oh yeah, I see that. Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Are people seeing Pele? They're not seeing Chinese character and the word first next to the Pele comment? Because he's right. When I mouse over, it turns into Pele. But that's really weird. Okay, somebody else says it shows up as Pele. So Katie says it's Pele. So good. Well, I hope it's Pele. That's really bizarre. I have not seen that before. Okay, next up we have, this is a really unique design. I'm going to zoom in here. This is our astronomy dragon, and this one is for all my science nerds out there. We've got our little dragon. He's got, let's see if I can angle it right. He's got tiny scales. Oh, there they are. He's got tiny little scales. He's swooping in to our window to see the telescope. He's got some stars in the night sky. He's got the globe and the little books here. And he is our astronomy dragon on this gorgeous, this is called opalized wood. So it is opalized, it is basically like wood that is millions of years old, and it has fossilized into these beautiful colors. I have paired him with the blue tourmaline beads, and this is basically, if you are my science nerd, astronomy, astrology people, this is your piece. I have a lot of friends who are scientists, so I get to be inspired occasionally. Oh, you love this one, Eleanor. Yeah, I thought you might like this one. Our cute little dragon amidst all of his little books, his little lab. I don't know if he's running the lab or maybe he's helping the human that runs it. He's like their little familiar that comes to assist. So this one's a little bit of a larger piece. Let me play his video. Let's see. It's at the top. There it is. We've got our little dragon flying in. I made the glass window a little bit of a stained glass window to give it some sort of Gothic architecture to it. And there's that beautiful opalized wood pendant on the back there. It's really deep, rich colors. So, yes, I see we have some. Any other scientists on the calls? Let me know. I always like to see my people. This one we do have a show special for. This one is a huge amount of detail to make. There are like 5 layers in the globe, which is crazy. So this one is normally $3,200, but I am doing a show special of $2,800 with layaway at $467 for our little dragon helper. If anyone is a scientist and also a secret fantasy nerd. I had to do call out there. And then I also did this other piece. Oh, we've got a biology teacher. I love it. Yes, this is perfect. And you got some crossover with the dragon for biology, right? He's technically mythological biology creature, but still, I think it works.
Did you say the price for
did I say the price for the dragon? I think I did. Normally $3,200, but we have a show special for $2,800 with the layaway at $467. So you can pop that in the chat, Christian. And then next up, we have our book lover for our readers among us. This is lightly Jane Austen inspired, Bridgerton inspired, as you might guess from the costume. And oh, good, not a secret nerd. Yes, I also wave my nerd flag pretty hard. I'm sure you guys know as I make my unicorns and fairies and dragons. It's not a secret. um, so yes, this is our Pride and Prejudice inspired book lover. She is holding an open book with a beautiful malachite on the back there, really gorgeous, sort of swirling colors, and a matching chrysocolla beads. I do have, let's see, I do have a video of her. Here is our book lover out amongst the flowers. Who knows what she's reading? You can decide your favorite type of literature. It could be romantasy, could be fantasy, could be nonfiction for the more scientist among us. I personally only read romantasy, but that's just me. Here she is on with her chrysocolla chain. And she has, okay, she's one of my really good show specials. She's been around for a little while. I really want her to find her home. A lot of people are like, oh, I love her so much, but nobody has pulled the trigger. So she would normally be 2,500, but tonight she's going to be 1990, guys. And her layaway would be 498. So that is a pretty crazy show special. I really do want her to find a home. So, oh, Christian, I'm seeing there's an error on YouTube. It says something is poor. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent off enough, which is causing buffering. Do you want to take a look here? Is YouTube okay? Fine. Okay, it's fine. You guys, does YouTube seem okay?
No, it seems fine.
It seems fine. Okay, good. We're not going to worry about it. I just saw it sent me an alert, and I was like, oh no, that's not good. So major show special on our book lover. And speaking of our fantasy books, next up we have Beauty and the Beast, my favorite fairy tale. I made a very small version of her this time. The Beauty and the Beast I've made in the past have probably been like twice her size, I would say. But I wanted to make a really little one. She is on a beautiful piece of labradorite. Let me get it into the, sometimes you have to angle it to find the light to get that. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. So there's our golden blue flash for the labradorite. It's very soft. Oh, hi, Jennifer. You made it. Yay. Any Mooka licensed pieces tonight? That is a good question. Yes. Pele is Mooka licensed, the goddess of Hawaii. And then my other Mooka ones, I have a couple Mooka inspired ones, but the other licensed one is Lady Liberty. And I think I have a couple on the last tray. So we'll have to wait and see. So yes, our Beauty and the Beast has that gorgeous soft golden labradorite. She is strewn here with golden roses. Let me try her on for you. So yeah, you can see she's on the smaller side. And she is my favorite fairy tale because she's all about the power of love to change everything. And I don't think it's really about like the beast changing his behavior. It's all about how love changes her perspective and puts her in sort of like, in a weird way, like in the driver's seat. Like it's the most powerful force for change, but it's often that the change comes from you and within you when you look with eyes of love. And that is something I always struggle with because it's very hard to look through eyes of kindness and love, especially with everything going on that it is. But I really endeavor to when I can. And so I love this fairy tale because it reminds us of that. And she is strung on labradorite here. I will show her out in the sun. There she is with that beautiful sort of golden blue labradorite, and then that really soft shimmer. So you can really see it out in the sun. It's not flashing quite as golden indoor light, but yeah, it really gets bright golden, which I thought was perfect for Beauty and the Beast. So, oh, YouTube is better than Instagram. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I see we have a lot more people on, normally we have a lot more people on Instagram, but now we have more people on Facebook than Instagram. So go figure. But yay. Hi, Jennifer. I'm glad you could make it. And so Beauty is 2,400. She is 480 with layaway. And then she does come with the labradorite beaded chain there. All right. And then in keeping with our previous sort of moon themes that we were doing earlier, we have the masterpiece Celine. And Selene is our goddess of the moon, the goddess of night, of intuition. Again, she has that message of sort of, it is in the dark that we can see the stars. So I love that sort of reoccurring theme tonight of a light in the dark. And certainly our goddess of the moon is that. She has this beautiful moonstone at the bottom. Oh yes, the Midnight Owl did sell, Jennifer. That sold like instantly. So I'll do a tray recap in a couple of pieces so you can see. We sold a lot of the new pieces, but we do still have some really cool ones left. So stay tuned for more. So she has her moonstone at the bottom, and then this beautiful mother of pearl. I actually hand cut this from a larger piece, and you can see it just has the most soft pearlescent tones, and it's double-sided, so it's forming the back behind her. This is probably my hardest piece to make. I will not lie. This is pretty insane. It's mostly because of how three-dimensional she is. So I have to back her. Her piano key here is backed on silver, and then I'm actually like wrapping the golden hair around her to keep her in. So she's very sculptural, which is awesome, but also probably my most lightweight piece because she doesn't have a stone. It's just the mother of pearl backing. So yes, she is one of my most delicate, but yet hardest pieces to ever create. She is priced normally at $3,600 because she is just an enormous amount of work and an enormous amount of gold. But in keeping with my show specials that I've been doing tonight, some really amazing. I was saying earlier that we're going to get some really good show specials tonight. She is going to be $29.50 with her layaway at $492, and then she could be on labradorite if you wanted to, but I put her on these really delicate white pearls because I thought that was kind of a unique beading, and I thought people might already have some labradorite beading they could put her on, since that's a little more common than the white pearls. So here's our beautiful Selene. Let me show her out in the sunlight. And yes, she is the goddess of the moon, the goddess of the stars, the goddess of intuition, of really tapping into the feminine. And then she has that gorgeous mother of pearl on the back with that super pearlescent shimmer. And Christian is saying something grumpily in the background. Is everything okay?
I think I might have sent the wrong invoice.
Christian might have sent you the wrong invoice, Danica. He's working on it. So it's hard. He has to do a bunch of them at a time. So it's okay, love. Just send her an email. I also chat with her on the messenger somewhere in there. So you'll figure it out. Okay. So I said, yeah. And you can put the price of the masterpiece, Selene, in there when you have a second.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. So yes, again, she has a massive show special, normally $3,600, since she is our most amount of gold. But tonight she will be $29.50 with layaway of $492. And then next up, I have our Luna Moth. This is a piece that I love doing with the classic Luna Moth silhouette here, a little moon and a tiny piece of labradorite. I have a little moon behind it on the back to let the light in. And this one, I actually hand make the chain. I intersperse an Italian chain with little labradorite spacers just to give it a little more shine and beauty there. I will try this one on for you. So this one is pretty set in length. It's about a 19-inch. If you really needed it shortened, I could shorten it. But I can't lengthen it, and it is permanently in there, so it cannot be removed. This one, let me clasp it here, and this one is $1,200, our Luna Moth, with a layaway of $400. And the Luna Moth symbolizes that sort of ethereal beauty of the moon, just like our masterpiece Selene. The intuition, the feminine, the stars, just sort of taps us all into that beautiful night sky. And then let me play the video. There it is out in the sun with that beautiful little labradorite in the center there. Um, and then, of course, we have the little tiny moon right behind the labradorite on the back. And here it is on with the asymmetrical chain. I know I never do asymmetrical things except for this one time. So yay, people love it. Yeah, it's really different than my usual style. Very simple, but a ton of saw work because I have to saw all of those little guys out, and then I solder another layer onto it, and then I saw them out again. So lots of work, but one of my favorite symbols. Luna moths also live for only one day, so they really they teach us sort of about the preciousness of life, and that it's not the time that you spend that matters. It's how you spend your time. So I really love them as little spirit animals. All right, we are moving back towards goddesses. We have two very Muka inspired pieces. Neither of them is directly licensed. But first up, we have Tinuviel. She is the elf maiden from the Silmarillion, if you guys are giant Tolkien fans. Not the Lord of the Rings, but the prequel to the Lord of the Rings. I'm sure they're going to be doing a trilogy of that soon because people will go nuts. She is also known as Luthien. She was a elven woman who fell in love with a mortal man, and together they had to complete a series of impossible tasks so he could win her hand from her elven father. Yes, it's the more hardcore Lord of the Rings. Do you like history? You're gonna love this. And they're all based on Norse myths. So this is, if that sounds like a familiar Norse fairy tale to you, you are not wrong. Tolkien based a lot of his work on Norse mythology. So I really love that. I've always loved Norse fairy tales, mostly because there's a lot of the woman saving the man, which in this case our badass elf Tinuviel very much won the day with her clever thinking and archery skills. So she is one of my favorite names from Tolkien. She is on a beautiful rose imperial jasper with some gorgeous tone colors there and matching garnet beads. She has her long golden hair, a 24 karat crescent moon around her, and then of course tiny little stars strewn throughout her cloak. So she is a piece for you if you are a badass woman who loves mythology and Lord of the Rings. I had to do a classic like elven piece there. And she is, let's see, she does have a show special too. She is normally 3,200, but tonight she is 2,950, and her layaway is 492. And I do have a video of her. Let me play it. There we go. Oh, you're jealous of her hair. Yeah, me too, Eleanor. I wish my hair was that long someday. And there she is with her gorgeous rose imperial stone out amongst the flowers.
We're on Tinuviel, right?
Yes, we're on Tinuviel. And then of course she does come with her garnet chain. So one of my favorite designs. I hope that she finds a good home because I really love creating her. All right, next up we have another beautiful Art Nouveau inspired cameo. This one is Luna, the goddess of the cosmos. We can see all of her little tiny stars and moon symbols hidden in her design. And she is on this beautiful, oh gosh, what did we learn the name of this was last time? Serpentine, I want to say. I had thought it might be green charoite, but there's another word for it, which I think is like serpentine. But it's this gorgeous, like liquid green that has like sort of a pearlescence to it. It's really beautiful. Oh yes, thank you. Seraphinite. I'm close with the S and the E and the P, but also completely wrong. Seraphinite. Thank you, Jennifer. And so our Luna, goddess of the cosmos, she has a little diamond in her headpiece, and she symbolizes the infinite of the cosmos, infinite possibilities, infinite choices, that the magic is ours to create. And so you can see she has magic all around her in the form of little stars. So yeah, Eleanor, I know she's one of your favorites. nuts. I love her too. She really reminds me of like Magic Girl energy, like Sailor Moon kind of, which is why I made her all about magic and the many possibilities that we can all have. So she is beaded on. These are green moss agates. With that sort of soft green gradient that I thought matched the Seraphonite perfectly. And let me show you her in the sun. There she is. Yeah, you can see that really gorgeous green Seraphonite coming through. It really sets off the gold in her headdress. I love green and gold as a combination. And yeah, it looks a little darker outside, more emerald green, and inside it's looking like a little bit softer, which is interesting. She is priced at 2,500, and her layaway is 500 a month. And she does come with the moss agates. Yeah, that's an old number. Sorry, Christian. It's 20.
Bluebell Fairy?
Nope, that is Luna.
Luna.
Luna Cosmos. Yep, we're still on tray 2. So, okay, and then our last two pieces from tray 2, and then I'll do a quick tray recap.
So 25 for 500.
25 500. Yep. I got the layaway number wrong in my sheet. I can see. Okay, so our last two pieces of tray 2 are Lady Liberty and the Bluebell Fairy. Lady Liberty is indeed a licensed Muka piece. She is not holding a lantern in the original. I think she's holding a flower, but I wanted to give her a story and have her hold up a lantern. This is another light against the darkness piece. Our original intention of Lady Liberty was that she is meant to welcome refugees. Give us your poor, give us your wretched, yearning to be free. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. And I always cry whenever I read that poem because it's just so beautiful. And of course, is the original spirit of America, welcoming immigrants who we know make us richer and more wonderful. She is on this gorgeous, this is a sodalite, a blue sodalite, but it looks like a storm, like an electric storm behind her, or a blue storm, blue wave, one might say. The symbolism. So for anyone who gets this piece, I think of her like just a blue electric storm. So I hope she electrifies you with hope and activism and energy. She is one of my favorite pieces to make. She has lapis beads that are very sparkly. You see, you can see them go. I mean, look, these are just lapis, but look how sparkly they are. It's like crazy. And I will try her on for you while I play her video. Here she is out in the flowers with that gorgeous blue stone, lifting her lamp beside the golden door. There's that sodalite. Ooh, it's so pretty. I love it. And here she is on. You can see about where she hangs there. And she is priced at 2,400. And then her layaway is 480 for Lady Liberty. Yeah, they are extra sparkly. I'm like, wow, that's not normal for lapis, but very fun. Okay, and then our last piece for tray 2 is the Bluebell Fairy. This is a one-of-a-kind design I have created. She is the Bluebell Fairy, and in the Victorian language of flowers, the bluebell symbolizes undying and unforgettable love. And so I did all these tiny little hearts. I have the bluebells sort of folding over here in different colored hearts. She has 24 karat, 18 karat, and then rose gold for the 3 different little hearts, and the same for her little bluebell that she's holding there. She has a little diamond in her corset, and then a beautiful charoite stone on the back. This is just absolutely crazy purple. And then, of course, amethyst to match. And I will try her on for you. So she is a piece all about the unforgettable nature of love, whether that is friendship, whether that is romantic love, whether that is self-love. She celebrates it in all of its forms. So a very sweet little fairy. I sort of gave her a little bit of a Victorian flair because I was basing her on the Victorian language of flowers. Here she is out in the sunlight. And you can see that purple is just like really crazy, like that beautiful It's almost like a blue. It's a cooler purple tone, less warm. So it's more like a blue purple. Some of the other ones other chair whites I've had have been like a very like warm purple, but this one is a little more cool toned. And we do have a show special for her. This is another really good one. She is normally 2,900 because of all the detail and the little diamond she has. But tonight she's going to be 2,500, and then her layaway is going to be 500 a month. So she is another one of our big show specials. And Katie is heading to bed. Did she do the form correctly? Did you get Katie's form?
Let me check.
He's going to check. Okay.
Having a hard time over here.
Love, if sending the invoices is too hard, just I will do it after the show. It's not a big deal. Looking for Katie and the Songbird.
Is that for the Songbird?
That's for the Songbird.
She got the Songbird. That's going to be a layaway.
Layaway. Great. Yes, we got your form, and I will send you. You'll probably be asleep. Katie just got one.
Oh, great.
Yeah, she got the little Songbird. So perfect. Yes, we have your form, and I will. I'll probably send you an invoice when you're sleeping, so you can just fill it out in the morning. So, yay! Thank you. Good night, Katie. All right, and with that, we have finished tray 2. So let me do a quick. Ooh, put that on the floor. Let me do a quick recap of what we have done so far. And if you're just joining, I am Kelly Morgan of Kelly Morgan Jewelry. I've been making jewelry for 21 years. I make everything by hand from sterling silver and gold. And every piece has a story to tell. So tonight we're going over 30 pieces. We started with tray 1. We still have the California poppies. The celestial sky window has sold. The midnight owl has sold. The star unicorn has sold. We still have the heraldic unicorn, which is the smaller one. We still have the twilight moth. The little songbird has sold. The nightingale has sold. We still have Ophelia from Shakespeare's Hamlet. And our fire horse has sold for the Lunar New Year. Tray 2, we still have Pele, the goddess of Hawaii, the astronomy dragon, the book lover, Beauty and the Beast, the masterpiece Celine, the Luna moth, Tinuvial the elf maiden, Luna, the goddess of the cosmos, Lady Liberty, and the Bluebell fairy. And we're about to go into tray 3, which is Calliope the muse, the rabbit talisman, the flower fairy, the princess and the frog, Freya, the Norse goddess of magic, love, and beauty, the mirror swans, the queen of hearts, the crowned cat, Kuan Yin, the goddess of mercy and compassion, and then the mermaid. So in case you are new, we basically talk about each piece. And then once I say the price and the price gets posted in the chat, then you are free to say sold and just put the name of the piece. And whoever comments first gets that piece. So next up, starting off tray 3, we have Calliope, the epic muse of poetry and all forms of writing. So she is holding a little scroll here. She has solid gold hair cascading down in a very Art Nouveau style. And then she is on this gorgeous rose imperial jasper. It's so soft. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like I'm looking at a rose petal through like a microscope or something. It's just this beautiful soft stone for her. She has a little amethyst accent and rose tourmaline matching beading. And she is a wonderful piece if we have any writers here. She helps with inspiration as a muse. She helps with writer's block, and she helps usher in a little bit of new creativity if anyone gets a little stuck in writing sometimes. We can always call on our muses. And then here she is out in the sunlight. With her beautiful golden hair. Yeah, she has a little brocade on her sleeve there that I created. And then here's that gorgeous rose imperial jasper in the sun, which I just love that stone so much. It's really sweet. Here she is on. And she also has a show special tonight. She is 2,400, and then her show special will be 2,200 with layaway at 440. And I normally don't do a show special for Calliope just because of her solid gold hair, which is quite a lot of gold. But I did want to do one for her tonight since I really would love her to find a good home. She's been around for a little while. And so I thought I would finally give her a show special. So, okay, next up we have our little rabbit talisman, which I thought was perfect to do for spring. We have our tiny little bunny in the center. The bunny has etched fur. Oh, there we go. You can see the little etched fur on him with golden flowers and then this beautiful purple jasper. It's a really light one. The Cherowites I have are a little bit darker purple, but this one's like a really bright, light purple. With matching amethyst beads for our bunny. And of course, rabbits always symbolize abundance and fertility since they are abundant little animals. And they also symbolize Astara, which is the goddess of spring, who is all about bringing joy and abundance into your life. So there's our little rabbit. This one is priced at $1,200, and then the layaway would be $400. It comes with a sterling silver chain, but if you would like your chain upgraded to the amethyst, that is $125 for our beaded chain. And then here it is out in the sun with the purple flowers behind it and the beautiful purple jasper. This one had like a tiny bit of red at the bottom, which I thought was a really kind of beautiful gradient. And you can really see that sort of beautiful purple there out in the sunlight. And here it is on. We had a crazy bunny rush the first time this design came out. I think people bought the one on the live show and then contacted me afterwards. What was that?
The bunny movie, Watership Down.
No, it's not Watership Down. Christian is traumatized by that movie. So yes, I now very occasionally make more bunnies because I know people really love them and they're very sweet. My friend actually just got a bunny, which is wild. So I got to pet it and it was really, really soft. Okay, next up we have our flower fairy. Yes, the bunnies did multiply. This is literally what happened. It was abundance, all right. Next up, we have our flower fairy. This is one of my classic designs. I always like to put a few classic designs into my shows. She's one of the ones with the gemstone box clasp that I don't do too much anymore. But she is our goddess of the spring, of renewal, of rebirth. She's coming and poking her little head out of the flowers. She has a little Australian opal in her hair there. And of course, the beautiful turquoise on the back and then the turquoise matching beads. And she is one of my few pieces that is still at $990 with layaway at $330. So I'm always trying to keep a few classic pieces at that price. And she is one of the ones that are still at that price. So here she is. Oh, hello, Dana. And Sarah's here. Yay. Hello, everyone. I'm glad you could make it. And here is our flower fairy out in the sunlight with that beautiful turquoise. She is a wonderful piece if you are needing a little renewal or rejuvenation in your life. She brings new energy and rebirth into old, stagnant, energetic situations. So I've always really loved her energy. This one is green China Mountain green China Mountain turquoise. That is the kind that I have always used because I really love it. Just has such a beautiful, bright color and feeling to it. So both the beading and the stone are green China Mountain turquoise. So. Flower fairy sold. That's to Kelly. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, it's such a sweet piece, Kelly. I think you're really gonna love it because it's very it's just very light. It has this wonderful like renewal energeticness to it. So I'm so glad. Yay. One of our classic pieces. I love doing classic pieces. So Kelly, if you can go to kellymorgan.com/thank you and fill out my invoice, that would be amazing. Round of applause for our patron of the arts and our beautiful classic flower fairy. Okay, and then next up We have another fairy tale. I did Beauty and the Beast earlier, and then we have The Princess and the Frog. So she is holding her little frog in her hand. She has the lily pads in her hair, and then this beautiful lapis on the back that's like a meteor shower of stars. And I was sort of thinking of when she kissed the frog prince, like a like sort of star shower would come down and transform him. And this is another piece about the power of love and acceptance to truly transform. And again, I don't think it's so much that like the frog prince really changed, but more like how we change when we allow ourselves to soften and look at things with love. So this is actually one of my favorite designs I've ever done. She has been around for a long time. I think this is the longest I've ever had a piece in the last 5 years. And so I'm like, I don't know, guys. Like, I think she's like stubbornly holding out for her perfect person, but she has an adorable little golden frog in her hand. I love her so much. I would love to like remake this piece over and over and over again, but I think she's going to be a one of a kind because yeah, I've just had her forever. So usually when that happens, it's like waiting for the perfect person, but I just love this one so much. I love her face. I love it when I make them really big, and so I can spend forever on the face and really have the canvas to do so. So I particularly love her expression. Oh yay, you're so excited to finally get one of my pieces. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. I really do make them for people to really feel just empowered by, and I hope she brings you a lot of renewal and just new energy for you. So I'm so glad. And yeah, just fill out the invoice form when you get a second so we can get you your invoice tonight. And if you are getting something for the first time tonight, basically how it works is you just fill out your name, your shipping, and if you want layaway or pay in full, and then I'll send you an invoice for either pay in full or layaway. So pretty easy. And let me know if you have any questions too, because I'm here to answer your questions. So that's the wrong camera. Here is our Princess and the Frog. Let me show you her video. Out in the sun, there she is with that gorgeous lapis. She does have a show special. She is normally 2,200, but tonight she is going to be 1990, and her layaway is 498. And you can see that beautiful like cosmic storm of like stars through the lapis there. So yeah, one of the artist's favorite pieces. So I hope she will eventually find a good home because I just love her so much. Okay, and the next up we have Freya. She is another Art Nouveau inspired piece. She has beautiful long braids here. She is our Norse goddess of magic, love, and beauty. She was said to run around in a chariot drawn by four big cats, which I think is amazing. And she was the goddess that heralds the heroes from the fallen heroes off the battlefield. So she was the head Valkyrie that would help them transport the souls of heroes into Valhalla. So she is wearing her magic golden girdle here. She has a crown of flowers and a very Nordic style hair. And then, of course, this beautiful piece of chrysocolla on the back that's kind of gradiating from the beautiful greens down into the gold. And I was sort of envisioning this as like the gradation from heaven down to earth since she went back and forth between the two. So yeah, why can't my hair look like this either? Well, she is a goddess, so I suppose we can't really compete with our goddess here. And let me try her on for you. I love Freya. She is a very feisty, very strong female energy, very embracing of the feminine, but she is also very amazing in battle too. So she is a well-rounded goddess. She does have a show special. She's normally 2,800, but tonight she will have a show special of 2,500. With her layaway at 500, and then she does come with that beautiful chrysocolla matching gemstone chain. So yeah, life goals. Exactly, Jennifer. Here is our beautiful Freya. And then next up, we have one of my favorite pieces, which is the mirror swans. This is our most expensive piece here tonight because you guys know I have to give you a range. This one is our beautiful Art Nouveau swans mirrored on either side. They are made from mother of pearl, black mother of pearl, which you can see flashing sort of gold and pink and green there. And then, of course, they have I moved to, this is a Japanese Ahsoka pearl, which has an even greater purple to it. I love it. It's got, does not want to focus here. Sorry. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. I know it's, yeah, I was like, oh, I can find better quality pearls. Sold. It is encased with a little lotus bud in 24 karat gold. It goes all the way around. So you have that really beautiful little lotus. Oh, we have a quick question, invoice question. It is required. Oh, yes. The flower fairy pick my necklace comes with a gemstone chain. That's the right that should be the right answer for that one. And also I know it comes with a chain, so if you select anything, I'll know what to do. But yes, thank you for asking. No problem. Okay, back to our Art Nouveau mirror swans. They have a little mystic topaz at the bottom here, and then the wings are 3 different layers of gold. We have 18 karat, 22 karat, and 18 karat again with an 18 karat gold bail, and then black sapphires for the beading there. And this piece also looks amazing if you have any gold chains and you thread it through with the black sapphires. It just looks stunning with the black and the gold. And swans, of course, are the medicine animal of self-love and self-acceptance, and they remind us to always love and accept ourselves, even the shadow parts. And it always reminds me of that story, The Ugly Duckling, where the swan finally finds its people, and then it is truly loved and accepted once it accepts itself. So I've always really loved that story because I was a little bit of an ugly duckling myself, and it took me a really long time to embrace my nerdery and find my people. So I think the swans have a beautiful message of self-acceptance for us. You can see the super sparkly black sapphires there. And yeah, this is just such a gorgeous piece. Yeah, they do mate for life, which is our little 2. So they could also symbolize love of having a partner too, which is wonderful. And this piece is priced at $4,800 because of the materials, with layaway at $600. And then let me play it out in the, oops, that's the mirror unicorns. That's a different piece. Here's our mirror swans with their very sparkly black sapphires and their very beautiful pearl in the center. And then, of course, the mystic topaz down below. And that's what it looks like on the back. It's just the plain silver with the pearl peeking through there. It is a very sculptural piece. I have one of my own and I end up wearing it all the time, just because I don't know, it almost looks like abstract or Egyptian from a distance. So I find like it goes with so many different things because it kind of gives like different vibes depending on what outfit you have it with. So I love my mirror swans. They're one of the designs that I learned from my teacher, Heyoka, the Cherokee medicine man that taught me about how to put a story behind every piece. And so that was one of the designs he wanted passed down when he passed away. And so I really love carrying it on today. And it's one of my favorite pieces to make because I remember being in a studio and he taught me how to make it. That was back in, I think, 2015, 10 years after my initial apprenticeship with him. And it was just so wonderful because like the first time I apprenticed with him, I was slower, I was learning things. And then 10 years later, he was just like, do this. And I could just do it. And we could kind of just do it in tandem. And it was really wonderful to like be able to work at that level with him 10 years later. So it's a very special design for me. Okay, next up, we have our Queen of Hearts. Let me zoom in here. This is one of my very detailed pieces. She is the Queen of Hearts from the classic fairy tale Alice in Wonderland. But our Queen of Hearts is celebrating love here rather than cutting people's heads off. But she could do that if you needed her to do that too, with love. And she has these beautiful little hearts dripping from the Art Nouveau little flowers around her. She has all three different colors in her dress. She has rose gold. She has 24 karat gold, rose gold again, and then 18 karat gold. And then she has this really gorgeous poppy jasper. This is another Morgan Hill poppy jasper, just like the one that the California poppies were on, but a much lighter color. And then, of course, matching garnet beadings. And she is all about the power of love. We've had that a bit as a theme tonight too, which I did not realize was a running theme, but very much a celebration of love, whether it is self-love or platonic love, or even love for what you do and your own passion. So let me try her on really quickly. And you can see those garnets are also super, super sparkly. I've been getting some really amazing like faceted gemstone beads lately, which is really fun. And let me find her video. There she is out in the sun. You can see those really gorgeous colors of that poppy jasper. Out in the light there. It's got some rose tones, some red tones, and some like really dark burgundy tones in the background there. It's really gorgeous. And here she is on. I believe I do have a special for her. She would normally be $2,800, but tonight she is going to be $2,500, and her layaway is $500 a month. And she does include the garnet chain for our Queen of Hearts. Okay, and then we're almost nearing the end of tray 3. Once I finish talking about all the individual pieces, we'll go back, we'll do a recap of all the trays, and that will be your time to ask me questions. I'm happy to like compare 2 different necklaces for you, or try different ones on, or repeat them if you missed them earlier in the show. So that's a really fun section of our evening. But let me finish up here with our last tray. We have Kuan Yin. She is the goddess of compassion and mercy. She's holding her little vase of love here to pour over the world. She has a little golden lotus up at the top here, and this really amazing piece of labradorite with this gorgeous sort of flash to it. You can see it's got that like bright golden flash, and then that really like dark little section. It almost looks like the vase of love is like shining off in the corner there, and sort of casting its light on the world. Oh, Kelly's asking if I sign my pieces. Yeah, I usually put my initials are stamped or engraved around the bezel here. So let me see. Yeah, this one has, oh, that's backwards. That one has a little KM on the bezel there. So they're all usually marked in some ways. Once in a great while, I'll accidentally forget to do it. Just because there's so many steps in making them, but yeah, they should all have a little KM on them. And then Kuan Yin is said that if you call out to her in your time of need, she will always respond with mercy or compassion, since she originally attained enlightenment, but in the end, she chose to stay behind and help others with their own enlightenment and pursuit. So I really love that about her. She is one of my smaller pieces. She is on a 30 millimeter stone, so not too large. She's a really sweet piece if you wanted a goddess, but you don't want like one of my larger goddesses. She has a very wearable size. And let me show you her in the sunlight, because that labradorite loves the sun. It's really sparkly. It's kind of hard sometimes to get the labradorite to flash indoors, but then you go out into the sunlight and it's super flashy. Yes, she's Chinese, so she's wearing a traditional Chinese headdress there. That is the gold part in her hair. And there's that beautiful flashy labradorite. Here she is on. She does have a show special. She is normally $2,400, but tonight she is $2,200, and her layaway is $550 a month for our beautiful Kuan Yin. I just love her softness. It's very sweet. All right, next up we have the crowned cat. Let me zoom in here. This one is our little cat with etched fur. He has a crown above him for obvious reasons. If you own a cat, you know that they are very aware they used to be royalty in ancient Egypt and still remembered today. So this is our little crowned cat with wandering through the woods with a little sprig beside him, a little sunflower and little ivy as he nobly parades past, knowing that he is the king of the forest. He is on a really gorgeous, this is another piece of opalized wood. The other piece of opalized wood was our astronomy dragon. And you can see their colors like really vary. But I loved the bands on this one. I thought it was just really striking behind the cat there. And then he is beaded with those blue tourmaline I was talking about earlier. That new color of tourmaline I really love because they just look how perfectly they match. It's like insane. I feel like I couldn't have made that up if I'd like painted the beads themselves. So I thought that was really cool. And I will try him on and play his video. You can see him out in the sun going on his jaunty walk with his little crown there. And then on the back, you have that gorgeous banded opalized wood. And I do have a show special for him. He is normally 1800, but tonight he is going to be 1600 with layaway at 400, which does include the blue tourmaline beads there. So that is our crowned cat. And then our last piece from tray number 3, our last piece of 30 pieces, is another classic design. This one is our mermaid. She has a hand stamped tail there. That I use a little tiny tool. It's like a nail that I filed to create a scale for it. And then I hand stamp each little scale to give her like texture. She has a little Australian fire opal in her hair. And then this beautiful green moss agate, which to me just looks like a kelp forest behind her. And then 2 little golden nautiluses at the top. And then green moss agate beading to match her green moss stone. And she's another one. She has a little gemstone clasp in labradorite. And her beads are not removable because they're permanently attached here. So I'll show you how she goes on. And for me, mermaids are always just these wonderful symbols of femininity that are found in all cultures around the world. Everybody has something, like everyone has some sort of water nymph or water spirit. And they really run the gamut of femininity, right? Like they have the sirens that are like pulling men to their death. They have the little mermaid that's giving up everything to save others. Like there's just such a range of expression in them. And so I really think of them as very feminine symbols that give us as women the power to really express ourselves through all of the multitude of myths about them. So I love mermaids so much. I think they're just wonderful symbols of femininity. And let me play the video out here in the sun. There's our mermaid in the sun. You can see that gorgeous green moss agate stone. It really does look like a kelp forest behind her. It has a lot of translucency to it with that beautiful green. And she is another one of my classic pieces that is still priced at $9.90 with the layaway at $3.30. I think she's been $9.90 for like 10 years, 12 years. Been a long time, but I keep her there because I really like to create a few of the classic ones at more of like an entry price point. Okay, I think that was everything. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick tray recap. If you've been with me the whole time, thank you so much for joining me. If you are just joining, I'm Kelly Morgan of Kelly Morgan Jewelry. We just went through 30 of my necklaces tonight. A lot of them have show special pricing. I'm going to do a quick recap. So take note of any ones that you are like, ooh, I want to know more about that one. Or, oh gosh, I missed that one. And could someone tell me the price on it. Or if you've been here the whole time and you're like, oh, I really love these two necklaces and I want to see them side by side and hear Kelly talk about them and show me the videos of them out in the sun. So just take note of which ones you might like me to talk about, because this is our Q&A session. So I am here for you. Any questions you have, ask me now. I love it when you ask me now instead of later in the comments or via Messenger, because I am totally happy to answer them now. So okay, without further ado, tray one, we still have the California poppies available. The Celestial Sky Window sold. The Midnight Owl sold. The Star Unicorn sold. We still have the tiny heraldic unicorn up top there. We still have the Twilight Moth. Our little songbird sold, and our nightingale sold. We still have Ophelia from Shakespeare's Hamlet, and the Fire Horse has sold. Tray two, we still have Pele, the goddess of Hawaii. We still have the astronomy dragon, the book lover, Beauty and the Beast, the masterpiece Selene, goddess of the moon, the Luna moth, Tinuvial the elf maiden, the Luna goddess of the cosmos, Lady Liberty, and the Bluebell fairy. And then tray three, we still have Calliope the muse, the rabbit talisman. Our flower fairy sold, but we still have the princess and the frog. We still have Freya, the goddess of Norse mythology, the mirror swans, the queen of hearts, the crowned cat, Kuan Yin, the goddess of mercy and compassion, and the mermaid. So let me know what you guys want to see. I will get to them in order of comments. Christian is handing me things. Okay, yes. So Jennifer wants to see the California poppy, the heraldic unicorn, and the Luna moth. Can do. That's not the Luna moth.
Oh, the other one.
Yes, the other one. That's the regular moth. That's the Twilight moth. God, Christian. So many moths, so little time. Yes, so let me know if anyone else wants to see anything. I'm happy to contrast and compare and to go through the pricing again. This is your time, so ask me anything that you would like to know. Okay, so up here, up first, I'm going to do the heraldic unicorn. Let me zoom in here. So this is our little tiny heraldic unicorn. I was saying earlier that this was inspired by the medieval tapestries. Oh, good night, Danica. Good night, Aji. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad you could make it. Bye. So our little heraldic unicorn was inspired by the medieval unicorn tapestries. It does have tiny little etching of its fur, and then of course its golden tail and mane. And then if you look really closely, I actually, oh, it doesn't want me to go close. It doesn't like that. Okay, we'll stay at this length from the camera. But I did twist its little unicorn horn by hand and then soldered it on, so it has a little bit of texture to it. And then on the back, it's this gorgeous vintage piece of crazy lace agate, which just looks really like pearlescent to me. And I was sort of thinking of like the unicorn in the glade, like shining all white in the night of the forest. So this one has little labradorite beading, and I will hold it up so you can see how small it is. It's a little tiny baby unicorn. Here it is out in the flowers. And this one did have a show special. This one is normally $1,600, but tonight it is $1,400 with layaway at $467. And it does come with the labradorite chain, which it's a little bit of a lighter labradorite chain than I've done before. It's very, very sparkly, which I thought was good for the unicorn energy. Okay, that was, oh, and the other thing, guys, is now in the Q&A session, I have said all the prices. So if you've been watching the whole time and you're trying to make up your mind and somebody else asked about a piece, but I'm talking about it and you're like, that's the one I want, you can say sold and the name of the piece at any time. So at this point, it's first come, first serve, whoever says it first in the comments, even if someone else asks to see it. So anyone can claim anything. It's the crazy time of night. Okay, next up we have the California poppies. This is my last piece of actual Morgan Hill poppy jasper, which is about 30 minutes from where I live. Has these gorgeous like natural poppies that form in the stone, which is really cool. And then on the front, we have our golden poppies, which symbolize joy and excitement, exuberance. This is, they're always that, gorgeous orange color in person. And so to me, this is a piece about just joyfulness and just that sort of natural excitement that we have. And they all have little tiny seeds that I've soldered on in the little center of the flower. So quite a lot of work to do the tiny little seeds, but I love the texture and like the sculptural element that they bring to the piece. You can see it's really three-dimensional. And this one is priced at, ooh, we do have a show special. Normally 2,600 because of all the golds. But tonight it's 24, and then the layaway price is 480 for our California poppies. And then let me put the video. There we go. There it is out in the light with that beautiful, I love the gold and the red. I think they work together really well to sort of pop. And then there's the beautiful poppies on the back of the stone, which is so crazy that we have a stone that actually looks like that. So here it is on. And then our last question was the Luna moth, which I think was this one, right, Jennifer? Not the Twilight moth. I will hold up the Twilight moth real quick just in case. This one is the Twilight moth. So let me know if you were thinking of the Luna moth. But this one is our Luna moth with labradorite. Let me zoom in real quick. With labradorite in the center there, a tiny little moon on the bottom, and then a little moon behind the labradorite there on the back. And this piece symbolizes basically the sort of like light in the darkness of the moth going towards the moon, and that beautiful sort of, it's almost like a lantern. It has sort of like different symbolism in it too. And of course the Luna moth itself only lives for one day, so it is about enjoying the preciousness of life and enjoying the time that we spend rather than about the amount of time. So I always love that message as a reminder. And this one has a chain that is permanently adhered. This one can't be switched because I put these little labradorite spacers on it. And it's about 19 inches. Take off our poppy friend here. But I just wanted to have those little like pops of labradorite color for our Luna moth. So there it is on. And I do have a video. There it is out in the sun with that beautiful labradorite sparkling in the middle there. And then of course it has the tiny little moon on the back with the solid silver. And this one is priced at $1,200 with the layaway being that one, Luna moth, 400 a month for our Luna moth. So yes, let me know if you have a favorite among the three or have any other questions about them. They're all very different. I am not sure which direction I would particularly point you because I'm like, gosh, they are all really different. With the California poppies, I only have one. That was my last piece of poppy jasper. So that particular stone I don't have again. But yeah, that's the only one that has sort of a limited factor to it because that was a poppy jasper stone for a poppy design there. So, and then of course our tiny little unicorn. All right, does anyone else have any other questions for me? I'm gonna play the streams. Oh, we have good night to Dharma. Good night. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to play our tray videos one more time. So just let me know if anything speaks to you and if you have any questions. Yeah, I'll play the trays one more time, Jennifer, so you can be like, okay, which one do I love? All right, here is tray 2. We still have the California poppies. Our celestial sky window has sold. Our midnight owl has sold. Our star unicorn has sold. We still have our little heraldic unicorn. We still have our twilight moth. The songbird has sold and the nightingale has sold. We still have Shakespeare's Ophelia and the fire horse has sold. And then tray 2, we still have Pele, the goddess of Hawaii. We still have the astronomy dragon, the book lover, Beauty and the Beast, the masterpiece Selene, goddess of the moon, the Luna moth, Tinuvial, the elf maiden, Luna, goddess of the cosmos, Lady Liberty, and the Bluebell fairy. And then tray 3, we still have Calliope, the muse of poetry, the rabbit talisman. Our flower fairy has sold. We still have our princess and the frog, Freya, the Norse goddess of magic, love, and beauty, the mirror swans, the queen of hearts, the crowned cat, Kuan Yin, the goddess of mercy and compassion, and the mermaid. So those are all the ones we still have. Let me know if you want to see anything else close up, have the video played, or have me try it on. All right, I'm just going to check both streams, make sure I didn't miss any comments. Okay, great. And otherwise, I think my next show isn't going to be for a while, but I will have an email coming out probably in May at some time. I was originally going to do May 1st, but that's going to be a national strike, so I moved it to May 7th. So that is going to be my next showing. And yes, I can definitely show the Twilight Moth. Let me zoom in here. This one is on a African opal, which is this really beautiful, it's like an opalescent soft quality to it. You can see how like shimmery it is. And then here it is on the back with those like really beautiful, almost like twilight colors, like right before the sun, right as the sun sets, and you get kind of that green flash on the horizon. It just reminded me of those like soft twilight colors. And then our moth, which this is the first one I've done of a classic moth. And it is flying here amongst the lilies of the valley just at twilight. And this piece is all about remembering that you can be the light in the darkness. And sometimes, as Galadriel says, when all other lights go out, we only have our own inner light. So that is what this piece is about, to keep your inner light shining, with our sweet little moth flying over the African opal. And then this one has matching chrysocolla, oops, it's not in focus. There we go. Chrysocolla beads. I will, let me play it really quickly. Twilight Moth, where did you go? There you are. Here it is out in the sun. And this one we had, we have a big show special for this one. I did a couple of big show specials tonight. This one is normally $19.90, but tonight it is $1,600 with layaway at $400. And this one is going to be a one-of-a-kind design. So I'm only going to make this beauty one time. And here it is on our little Twilight Moth. Yeah, it has a really unusual shape. I normally don't cut stones quite with so many symmetrical corners because it takes forever and I don't love it. But this one I really wanted to have a special shape to it. So it has a new shape of stone that I've been playing with, which is really fun. Somebody was looking at the astronomy dragon. Here is this one again. This one is, let me zoom in here. This is our astronomy dragon. So it is for all of our scientists or people with a love of learning. You have your little dragon familiar flying into the window. There's a little telescope looking at the stars in the sky. And then, of course, our 24-karat golden globe with a little moon and books beneath it. And then this one is on an opalized wood. So it's actually like petrified wood that's like millions of years old, and it's slowly opalized over time, which I just thought was really, really striking and sort of it almost looks like a galaxy behind him. So maybe this is in an alternate universe where we all have personal dragon assistants that help us with everything. And he is beaded with blue tourmaline. This one is, let me show you the size compared to our moth. A little bit, about the same height, but a little bit wider. And this piece is priced, we do have a show special. This one is normally $3,200 since he's got so much detail and work, but tonight he's going to be $2,800. with the layaway at 467 for our astronomy dragon. Here he is outside in the light, so you can see that beautiful opalized wood out in the sunlight, which is really, yeah, almost like a little galaxy or cosmos behind him. So I really love making this piece. It's very unique. It's also a unique shape. So all right. Any other questions before we are winding down here? Jennifer, let me know if you wanted to see anything side by side or if you're good. Put our things in order. And yes, otherwise I will see you guys probably again in June. And then I'll have my May email coming out probably in the middle of May. So yay. Well, thank you everyone so much for joining. I'm so happy to be here. It's been wonderful to talk with you all. And thank you so much for all your support of my art. This is how I make my living. You guys are how it is possible. So I am super appreciative and very thankful. Yeah, thank you all so much for coming. Thank you, Christian, our tech guy who is fearlessly working in the background to make all this possible. And have a wonderful night. Good night, everyone.